Hi, and welcome to On the Field, the show that gives you access to the game of football, with camp reviews, demonstration of football fundamentals, and interviews with football players, coaches, and leaders. In today's video, I'm going to review the latest camp that I got back from. It was put on by FBU, or Football University. It is a one-of-a-kind football camp that offers a training experience exclusively developed for the nation's most elite youth and high school football players. This 3-day camp delivered an intense, competitive, position-specific technique training taught by a faculty of former and current NFL coaches. Overall, I would say this is the most intense camp I have been to so far. I came out of it with a real sense of how tough competitive football can be when you are on the field with 22 guys that really care about this game. It showed me that if I am not getting prepared for the level of competition now, I may not be able to catch up later. Check out these video highlights to get a feel for what the camp was like.
Just a little bit of something in there with it. Let's give it a shot. FB! Ooh, I like it. Now, you can even do it 3 times in a row. Let me see if y'all can do it 3 times in a row. FB! 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 Woo! Okay, we are great.
We got to meet our coaches, Chad Carpenter, who worked with my group of the more experienced middle schoolers, and Gio Garmazzi, who worked with the newer QBs. The goal for the camp was to start us in big picture mode, break down each position into its fundamentals on the second day, and then put it all back together on the final day. After our coaches set the expectations for the camp, we headed for the field. We got warmed up and stretched out, and then broke into our separate groups. While most of this video focuses on the quarterback group, go figure, I could see that each position was undergoing equally intense training and development. I noticed right off the bat that I was surrounded by a bunch of football players that really cared about the game, and most of them were really focused on getting better. The coaches started us out with some basics to get a feel for where we were and to make sure that we were with the right group. I spent time on our fundamentals like foot speed, proper movement, and conditioning. I really liked the intense atmosphere and the feeling that every drill, every repetition mattered, not only to the coaches, but also to the quarterbacks in my group. After the agility drills, we started working on our throwing fundamentals, including 3- and 5-step drops, evading rushes, looking off defenses, and different kinds of throws for different patterns. I like the fact that they shot video of us, and then we went back to the classroom and broke down each throw in detail. Next, it was back out to the field to start throwing to wide receivers and running backs. We threw right and left, short and long, slants, curls, posts, ins, and outs. We got a lot of reps and lots of feedback from the coaches. The second day ended by bringing out the defense for a much more realistic experience. It was interesting throwing against this level of competition. I think one of the best parts of this camp was getting to work with so many players that were as dedicated to learning their position as I am mine. For 3 days, the activity never stopped, whether it was in the classroom or on the field. The pace they set demanded a lot from me, and by the end of the camp, I was pretty toasty. That was when they put us in on the 7-on-7 drill, and we had to perform in a situation that was as close to real football as we could, without pads. It really shows you what you are capable of. I give this camp a rating of 5 out of 5, and after 3 intense days of working with the FBU coaches and staff, I feel like I got better. If you really like football and you think you might benefit from a camp like this, you need to be nominated. Football University is an invitation-only camp because they want to work with those players who are really serious about playing football. If you are playing youth football, try to find a camp that you can attend during the off-season to keep the rust off and keep improving the way you play your position. And then, come the fall and the start of training camp, you can look at your coach and teammates and say, "Let's compete."